Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mohammed Khan. I'm a full stack engineer, and in this video we will learn how to create our very own VPN completely from scratch. Well, not completely from scratch, but we will be using the client as OpenVPN. Shout out to them. And for the server, we will be making use of AWS, but you yourself can make use of Azure, GCP, or DigitalOcean, or any other cloud service that offers like free servers. Uh, and you can make use of that and create your own VPN. So here I will show you everything. I'll go through the steps one by one on what needs to be set up, what configuration needs to be done, but I have also attached the GitHub link in the description. You can follow the steps over there and copy the commands from there and paste it on your EC2 instance or your cloud instance. All right, so without wasting any time, I'm just gonna directly dive into the thing and let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Here in this video we will show you how to essentially create your own VPN completely from scratch. We will be making use of OpenVPN Connect if you're seeing this. So before I start off and show you how to do it, I will show you the demo of the product. So we'll be making use of OpenVPN Connect, which can be installed on Android, iOS, Mac, Windows, on any of the devices. And if you see, the server that we will be using is 30.233 point this thing, which is the profile. And if I press connect, and if you see, this is just connected to this server. We are making use of T2 micro, which is a free server with from this thing from AWS. And if you see, the IPv4 address is indeed from Amazon Data Services, which essentially says that I am connected to the VPN. And the best part about this is that you would not have to sacrifice on your internet speed, because your internet speed will exactly be the same, because it's just that you have your own server, so you have your control to the data that you're using. So don't worry about it. If you're a developer, you need to create this. So I will show you how to do it, but before that, let me just disconnect an old server that I have, that I was just creating. All right, so this is for VPN tutorial. Okay, cool. So here, let's go and let's dive directly to the server. So before I directly dive into it, you can also follow this the same steps that I'm gonna do on the tutorial. Here you can just directly go to this repository that I've created and just read the readme file and do it yourself. But I would highly recommend you to watch the video because there are some nuances that I would want to tell you and explain you what is what. So let's directly move forward. Let's launch the instance, and then we'll be making use of, we will call this as VPN tutorial 1, and we'll be making use of Ubuntu. And let's make use of T2. Yeah, you can make use of T2 Nano as well, but I'm gonna make use of T2 Nano. All right, because this is it's very extremely cheap. Yeah, so I would definitely want to use this. And if you see, Ubuntu pricing is 0.08. You can make use of a different AMI as well, but I would recommend you to use Ubuntu, because which is what I've used. You can use a different one as well, it's up to you. And now you will also create a key pair, which I have already created, so I'm gonna make use of it. Coming to the security settings, we'll come back to this. I'll explain you what needs to be changed. And for this, let's do this. And let's directly, we don't have to change anything. We can make use of 8 GB, which is the default and the minimum GB that is used. All right, let's launch the instance. It will launch the instance right away. Let's click on this. Let's reload. Okay, let's click on connect. All right, so yeah, if you see, we will make use of EC2 instance connect serial console, and if you see, it's quite quick. Let's reload and check if maybe something is wrong. Let's do it again. establishing connection. There you go. Okay, so the very first thing that we'll be doing is installing OpenVPN, Easy RSA, and IP tables persistent. All right, so these are the things that are required. OpenVPN, Easy RSA, because OpenVPN uses Easy RSA to generate the certificate keys and all of that. IP tables persistent to enable IP forwarding, so that you can, our instance can make use of internet when we are connected via UDP. So let's write enter. And okay, so before I do that, let's apt update our instance. This will take a while. All right guys, so we are back now. Let's run this again, and it will just quickly just press yes. These are the IP table stuff, so don't worry about it. And yeah, so that's easy. Now the next step, the very important step that we need to do is, so we will be creating the certificates that are required. All right, so I will just create a directory of EasyRSA. I will generate the PKI key, the certificate authority, the GenDH, and server and client keys. All right, and I'm just gonna press enter. The name will be EasyRSA, yes, and it will take a while. Again, you can stop the video and come back, or forward the video and come back. Alright guys, so if you see, this is created. There is one more key that we need to generate, which is the TA key, and this is optional, so let me just quickly do this. Alright, and let me just verify the TA key is generated or not, because this is very important. Alright, and yeah, so now the next step that I need to do is to just copy all the keys that I created to the VPN folder. All right, the server key and all of that. All right, if you see, all of it is done. And now the important step that I need to do is to create the server configuration file, which is required for OpenVPN. So over here, also, if you see, you have a documentation file. You can just copy everything from here, and yeah, you just do that. Here I will explain you what is needed. So 1194 is the port that we will be connecting to, and the UDP will be making use of protocol of UDP, and the certificate file names are these, and these are stuff related to IP tables. And yeah, I think, yeah, we can send the we are setting the logs to openvpn.log. Yeah, so authentication is SSH 256. So yeah, I mean, I think we are sorted on this. Just press exit and press yes, and let's save this. All right, again, I'm not going to explain you how to use nano editor. I'm going to assume that you are a developer and you have already used the Linux environment before in your life. So this is all the setup, and let's enable IP forwarding. So let's make use of, so here what I'll do is that I will, oops, yeah, I will just set up the IP forward to 1. All right, so yeah, and then we will also set the NAT rules. So this is done, and let's start the VPN server. All right. Okay, so it shows that there is an error. Let's see the error that we are facing. All right, guys. So the thing that was missing over here was the TLS server, and also we had to change this DH thing. All right, so you can do that quickly. If you haven't really seen this screen, you can just quickly do this. I will also update in the data in the tutorial file as well, so don't worry about it. Anyways, so let's move forward, and let's add the other things. All right, so now if you see, we have successfully set up everything that we need to do. If you see, if it says starting, if everything is enabled, then that means this is working. All right, so you have access. That means your VPN, now your server is able to start the VPN. All right, so that means everything is set up. Now the next thing that you need to do is quite important, which is to create a file for our client. All right, so for that, first thing that you need to do is you need to create this client1.ovpn. Okay, and then when you do that, just copy and paste all the configuration over here. If you see, as I've shown you over here, you can just quickly copy paste everything. All right, so let me just yeah, all right, copy, and let me just quickly paste all the stuff that I need to paste. All right, so over here, if you see, we need to insert the contents as well. That I will show you how to do that. We have to essentially copy paste all the important things that we need to set up. Yeah, so before I press save, I will press C, cancel, and I will update the server public IP with the IP address of my instance. All right, so let's quickly do that. So this is the IP address. Let's copy this, paste it over here, and I think I'm sorted. The very first file that we need to get is this one. Okay, the CA certificate. Let's copy this. All right, so I think the setup is done. We will open a terminal. Okay, and we'll go to CD documents, and then I will go to CD VPN, AWS VPN that I've already created. And over here, I'm gonna call the file name as client1.ovpn. Okay, and I'm gonna use nano client 1ovpn. Okay, and let's paste all these things. Alrighty guys, so if you see, if you go to my finder, I have created a file called client1vpn. Moment of truth, let's upload our file. Although it will not work in one go, private key error, so that means we are having some issue. So yeah guys, so apparently because of I did not give proper permissions to the EC2 instance, I had to add some extra stuff which I will also update on the documentation of this tutorial. So you just had to add like user nobody and some other stuff, like define the VPN subnet and also IP forwarding for the VPN. So I just had to do this extra step, but yeah, once I do that, right, it will automatically work. Now in order to get all of these commands, you can get it directly from this link, which I will definitely provide in the description of this file. But yeah, all in all, this is how it works. And so yeah, let's try it out. Let's open our this thing and let's copy. Oh, before I do this, I need to press plus, and then there you go. Click on connect, and there you go, it works. Let's reload this. My IP address is this, which is correct. Let's also reload and check the speed test. The speed is exactly the same before and after the VPN. So it's quite fast if you ask me. And yeah, here I'm using a T2 micro server, which I will also personally use this now. But yeah, I will turn off the server, so don't worry about it. And yeah, thank you so much. So this is how this thing. And now, in order to run the same thing into your Android device, you will have to make use of uh, you know this file, send it to your own server, and then send it to your own computer or mobile iOS device or Android device, and then you can easily make use of this. Just open the open VPN client, and then you will be able to log in into it. All right, so thank you so much, and don't forget to please turn off the instances that you are having, terminate instances, so that you will not incur a huge amount of costs. All right, and I'm also going to delete the volumes, which I think it will automatically do that, but yeah, yeah, just make sure that it is done. So thank you so much for watching the video. See you all guys in the next video. Comment down if you have any doubts or anything. So I hope to, if you have any other important things that you want me to add, then or create a tutorial on, just let me know. Thank you so much. See you all guys in the next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.